Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Jeff Trenopole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of my University of Cincinnati Bearcats, who fought their butts off Sunday but still lost. We'll get to that in a second. Now this show and every show is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, guys, you found the show. As always, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. I'm up to 845 subscribers. That is awesome. I appreciate every single one of you. All right, now, as I said, my Bearcats fought hard. They tried to come back, but they were just outmanned and outgunned, and I think they were just tired. But the baby Bearcats is what I like to call them, because it's mostly freshmen and sophomores, held their own against one of the best teams in college basketball. They lost, unfortunately, 80-70. Now, Davenport was named to the ACC, or excuse me, I knew I'd do that, AAC Weekly Honor Roll. So that's good for him. Appreciate him. Appreciate what he's done for the program this year, and we're going to be better in the next years to come. Okay, who saw this coming? J.J. Watt to the Arizona Cardinals? I mean, we heard the Browns, we heard Squealers, we heard the Packers. Nobody said anything about Arizona, so that's surprising. Jeremy D's got some more info on how much, which I think is too much. I wouldn't pay for it, but we'll get to that in a second. Reds on TV 4 times this week, starting tomorrow, 8 o'clock versus the Los Angeles Angels. Wednesday, 8 o'clock versus the Angels again. And Friday night, 8 o'clock versus the Arizona D-Bags or Diamondbacks, however you want to say it. Jeremy D, what's up, brother? You're muted. Why are you muted? There you
Sorry,
go.
guys. Sorry, that was me.
Better.
I'm doing a little trick on Jeff, making sure he was paying attention.
That's just because I hung up on him before the show started.
No, man, how was your weekend, dude? I've just been sitting here living and loving the Lord, buddy. I don't know what you've been up to.
Well, actually, I wasn't sure I was going to do the show today or not because my son and his fiance needed help moving. So I'm like, all right. I messaged you. I said, man, I might not be able to do the show today. I got to help them move, yada, yada, yada. So I was all planned not to do the show. So then I drive up to their house where they're at now and look around their house, and they had absolutely nothing packed. So I'm like, how are you going to move? Oh, we're just going to throw stuff together. I'm like, no. Like, if I'm missing the show, stuff's got to be packed and ready to go. So that was my day.
Something got to be done to miss the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, like I said, to start the show, who saw J.J. Watt going to the Arizona Cardinals? Did you? I sure did.
Not me, man. I would be lying if I said that I had called it, mentioned it, even brought it up. I don't think
that was one thing we did not bring up. Yeah.
No. I mean, we were talking Browns. We were talking Steelers. We were talking all these teams which we knew.
Whoa.
Squealers.
Quit cussing on my show.
Freaking Squealers, man. And they're like, they're at the cap, over the cap. We knew that he wasn't going to go there. Was a little bit worried about the Browns, but at the end of the day, you know what? Go take your money, JJ. Go take your money and go to the Cardinals and sit behind, wait for Kyler Murray to run around on the field and try to get you a touchdown here or there.
So what you got the details on the contract? What are the details?
Yeah, I sure do, man. He actually got a let's see here. He got a deal for $31 million.
Cool.
23 of it is guaranteed.
Guarantee.
And the fact of the matter is the dude just took his money. I mean, J.J. Watt, 2-year contract with the Cardinals, $31 million, $23 million guaranteed. I mean, he's thrilled because he didn't have a great year, and he's about to put $23 million in his pocket before he steps on the field. $31 million if he makes it through 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I mean, I like the way the Cardinals structured it because I mean, you want the money up front, so it's not as big a salary cap hit.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that last week, which is the way the Bengals structured a lot of their contracts last year, and what I think they'll do again this year. But that's just a lot of money for one guy. And I mean, we have, like I said, I titled it tight ends. We'll get to the tight ends here in a minute, but I do want to bring this up real quick. The amount of money that the Bengals can have, and this is a really good graphic we got. And I got to give a shout out to Josh Lyles on Who Dey Nation. But this is how much money we can save if we cut these guys. We cut Bobby Hart, B.J. Finney, and Giovanni Bernard. Look at the bottom. What does that say there, Jeremy? The total savings is what?
It looks like 23 to 25 million. I mean, to me, it's what it looks like. So
that's on top of what we already have.
Yes,
available.
sir. Yes, sir. It is.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying we could be easily under the cap, not near the cap, not around the cap, easily under the cap at $55 million. And if you can't buy a damn offensive line with that, then you can't buy nothing.
Yeah, I mean the one that hurts me, that I have a hard time getting rid of is Gio. I love Gio, but dude, it's $4 million. That's a lot for a backup running back. I mean, that's what Gio is for the Bengals. I'm not. That's not a shot at Gio at all. I love Gio. I think Gio could be an every down back, and I think he proved that once Mixon got hurt. Jeez, sorry. Yeah. So, hey, I'm bringing in. We got Tommy who's showing up on the show today.
What's up, Tommy?
Tommy boy, what's going on, brother?
Tommy boy, I love it, Jeff. Good one.
Holy Snikes.
Yeah, exactly. Look like you got a haircut, brother.
Yeah, man. You know, I had to get trimmed up for spring. You know how that goes.
Yeah. Got the ears lowered a little bit, man.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's cool. Well, we just brought up the graphic that I can bring it up again since you're here now. About the how much money the Bengals can save. Let me get to the right thing here. By releasing, let's see here, bring it up there. By releasing just 3 guys. Bobby Hart, which we all have absolutely no problem releasing. B.J. Finney, again, none of us have a problem releasing him. But Giovanni Bernard, I think a lot of us have a hard time releasing him just because he's always been a Bengals favorite. But look at the savings. Look how much money they can save to put toward a tackle, a guard, hell, 2 guards. You know, that you get an edge rusher. I mean, that's a lot of damn money.
Yeah, it is. That's quite a bit. That's enough to get your man, your guard. That's enough to get Thuney right there, and then have plenty left over, and then you can start thinking other positions as well.
Big time. I mean, 50. If you're looking at 50 and over under the cap, you are in a good situation. And I know Jeff's kind of said that. Well, we've kind of said it for months and months actually, but the Bengals are not. We're not this team that has no talent, that is just completely, it needs to be completely revamped. I don't believe we're that team. I believe we're that team that gets 3 or 4 offensive linemen, a pass rusher or 2, sign the guys we've got, and we're in this, baby, with Joe Burrow.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They just need a couple key players, and once they get those key players in, this team's good to go. Because, I think what a lot of people aren't realizing is, you got the Steelers. Steelers are going to be...
Wait. You cussed. No cussing.
Twice.
Well,
2 swear jars.
Squealers.
You got that team that walks around looking like bumblebees and all that stuff.
There you go.
They're in some cap trouble. I know that being at 180, that's going to help them out, and they're going to be able to restructure some contracts. But what people don't realize is that they were up here. Now the Bengals we're down here. But with this cap room, what they can do, this can slowly just, what is it? It's a power shift, and I think it is.
Yes.
I'm with you.
I believe it. I believe that the Squealers hopefully are on the down slope for a while. That would be nice. And the Bengals are on the uptick. Now, I titled the show Breaking Down the NFL tight ends for the Bengals. And I got a couple graphics here. Here is the graphic for the top tight ends in free agency. Hunter Henry, which Gronkowski, which I don't think he's leaving Tampa. Jared Cook, Tyler Kroft, Tyler Eifert, which if we bring back Tyler Eifert, that's not happening until after June, But that's not a huge, I don't think a great list. There's not a guy going, oh my God, we have to go get that guy, to help our tight end situation.
And the way I look at it is this, we're only losing Ethan Carter. I mean, we've still got Drew Sample and
Zama.
So, we really don't need to rush out and grab anybody right away. But, you got Jared Cook sitting there looking at you, Virgil Green. I mean, Virgil Green's a solid tight end to me. And then go ahead, on into the draft.
These are the top 5 draftable guys, which you all know about Kyle Pitts. And they got Pat Fern. I can't ever say his name. That guy. Jordan, Long, and Kenny. I need my glasses. Yearwrong, whatever. Those are top 5 draftable guys. Again, I don't know if any of those guys stand out, except for Kyle Pitts, obviously. Except for Kyle Pitts. Well, after it's Pitts, it's kind of a drop off.
Right.
So and the thing is, I don't think the Bengals need to really go address this situation. I mean, they do need to pick up another offensive lineman, another tight end, but a third guy, not necessarily, a receiving guy. I think we got the receiving guys in Uzama and in Sample, as long as Uzama can come back healthy.
Yeah, I do too. How you feel about it, Tommy?
I do think they need to get a third guy. I like your all's guy, Uzama.
Uzama.
I like Sample. I thought Sample did pretty good, filling in. And tight end is pretty key for him because I think Burrow, he targeted the tight end about 70 times this year. And, with a good tight end, that could be up closer to 100. And, that's another big place where you can if you get a good tight end in there, that's just going to help the offense. But I think that they got 2 tight ends now. I really don't think they have to go out and draft somebody like Pitts at number 5. I don't think they need to go out and get somebody like Hunter Henry, and put that money. Just get somebody solid in there.
Right. Yeah. Griff says, trade for Ertz.
I don't know what that would entail. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. What would you trade? What would that cost you?
Yeah. I that's a pipe dream, I do believe, for Ertz. But I mean, my God, you got Virgil Green out there. He could be a solid guy right there. I mean, depending on the money, but he's not gonna come with that much of an asking price. And you've also got a few others that really, to me, when you got Uzama and you've got Sample, I mean, what's a Virgil Green, man? What's whatever.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind trying to get Eifert back, to be honest. Just, and I'm not saying to replace anybody. I'm saying a third guy, because he can still catch the ball. I mean, he's still serviceable at that. But I mean, he would definitely be a guy, like I said, would be after June 1st when, we can get him cheaper, obviously. If someone was paying more money, go for it. But I mean, he's on there. He's what, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's 5th on this list.
Yeah, and let me tell you something too. Even though he's a little long in the tooth, Jared Cook is still a beast. He is still a man at tight end. So that, I mean, I wouldn't be upset to see him and Uzama set apart from each other and running routes down the field. It wouldn't bother me one bit for Jared Cook either, even though he's a little long in the tooth. But that's really what we're looking for. We're not looking for a starting tight end. We're not looking to draft a starting tight end. We're just looking for some help on the back end.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially if Uzama doesn't come back. Go ahead, Tommy. Sorry.
Oh, hey, you're good. I was just saying that's exactly how I feel about it, though. I think starting like when Uzama comes back, or when well, really even Sample. I think Sample got a. Guys, it's going to sound cheesy, but we got a good sample size of Sample this year.
Pun not intended.
Little fun size.
But but there is some good tight ends out there, and tight end is a position that you can fill, and you can fill it relatively cheap. You don't have to go after one of the big money tight ends. And the way the Bengals are being built, even with Burrow, well, it would be nice to have a tight end that's like a Kelce type of tight end. You don't need that.
Yep. Well, that's right. Josh, I agree, man. I am a Cook guy. I've always liked him, and even though he's long in the tooth, I think he's going to be there. But you know what? We haven't talked about, which one day we're going to, guys. And I'm not saying this to jinx Joe Burrow, but
here we go again.
We are going to have to talk about a backup quarterback in Cincinnati. Not because Joe Burrow's not coming back, but one day we will have to talk about who we really want to see as backup.
We got Brandon Allen. We don't need a backup quarterback. Come on. That was complete sarcasm, by the way. Just to let you guys know.
Now the show can go. Here we go. Now let's roll.
Well, I mean, the guy I've been saying since, like end of the year, Fitzmagic to me would be I think a great backup quarterback.
He's your go-to.
He's my go-to. He's the one I would like to get, because to me everybody else that's out there wants to start. Not that Fitz doesn't want to start, but he's been there, done that, and he knows the deal. Everybody else is going to be fighting to try to and I don't want anybody coming in here and having, which I don't think anybody's going to take Joe Burrow's job at all.
No.
But I don't want a seed planted at all. I don't want it at all,
What about a Tyrod Taylor?
I wouldn't mind him.
What do you think about it, Tommy? Go ahead, Jeff. Whatever.
No, go ahead, Tommy. Go for it. I talk a lot.
Taylor. I really do. I think that's a good pick right there. And I think he is a guy. I think he's the same way. I think he would like to start, but let's be real about it. Any quarterback wants to start, and
right.
I like Fitzpatrick as well. But my question is how much are you willing to spend on a backup quarterback?
Right, exactly.
About $9 million this year, and do you want to spend $9 million on a backup quarterback or more? Depending on what he comes across, because a couple of teams are going to be looking at Fitzmagic, as a backup, and there's going to be a market for him. So while his price may drop, I think it's going to stay right there between $9.5 million, or may even slightly increase. So it just depends what you want to spend on a backup.
Right. And Crown Apple Kid says Jameis Winston. Jameis to me he went to New Orleans because he thought he could eventually be the starter. So he wants to go somewhere where he has an opportunity to start eventually. So I don't see him coming here.
You know what? Go ahead, Tommy.
Oh, man.
It's tough.
I just don't know about Jameis Winston. I mean, I think he would be a good backup, and I think that you could get him relatively cheap. But just like you said, he wants to go somewhere that he thinks he's going to eventually start. I mean, yeah, he did throw a lot of picks, when he did start last time for Tampa Bay. But he did also did he throw for 5,000 yards or just right below 5,000?
It was close.
Winston? Yeah. I know he had as many touchdowns as he did interceptions.
Well, and Fitz magic can do that too. He can cause some serious magic in the interception area, which we'll never forget about.
Oh,
but
there's a reason they're backups.
And the guy will give you 2 or 3 good games and then may throw away 2 or 3 with insane interceptions. But you know what? If I was going to come down to my who would I love for Burrow that I think would be, he would also mentor him and be there. I mentioned him, Tyrod Taylor. I just think that Tyrod's been in these situations. He's been with these quarterbacks, Herbert, Baker Mayfield. He's been with these guys that have been in the NFL, and he wanted to go to these teams and start, but he never did. And I think that he sees his time running out. And if he does, you know what? Why not come to a winner chicken dinner here in Cincinnati? Because it's coming, baby. It's coming. Why not come take the reign?
There you go. Keith's got a comment here. I think Blake Bortles is the perfect backup for Burrow, being a former number 1 draft pick and also playing in the Rams system. Bortles has some wheels also. He's actually he won a Super Bowl. He's the backup to I don't know, some guy named Tom Brady too, I think, this year.
Yeah.
So I mean, that wouldn't be a bad backup, I don't think, because he's a guy he had a shot to start. I think he knows he's the backup, and that's kind of where I'm at. I want a guy who is willing to come here and he knows he's the backup. He's here to help Joe Burrow and help the Bengals. That's what I want. It doesn't cost a lot of money.
Yeah, I really like Bortles. I mean, he would be the perfect guy. There's some questions if he would come here or not, but I think he would. Given the right money, and he would be cheaper as well. So
exactly. Shout out to Natty. What's up, Natty?
Natty.
So
yeah, that's the only thing. I just wanted to bring it up because it's something that we're not talking about, and it's something that's going to be coming to a serious realization shortly. Is our backup, and I'm not saying Burrow's not going to be back. I'm not saying that, Jeff. I'm just
you
saying,
better not be.
In case
Alabama whoop your ass,
or after, or my guy. Let's say he stubs his toe, okay, and he's got to come out for a play. I don't feel comfortable watching Brandon Allen or Ryan Finley holding a football in a Bengals jersey ever again. I really don't.
Well, wait a minute with there. Finley beat the Steelers, the Squealers.
Yeah, yeah.
Bumblebees. He beat them. Are you trying to say Finley's not good, or are you trying to say that Pittsburgh was overrated?
Overrated.
Dun.
Overrated.
Dun. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
They were completely overrated. And Finley, oh my gosh. I know you're kidding, Tommy. I know you're kidding. But yeah, my gosh, man. Oh.
Well, the thing is, though, we're talking about the backup quarterbacks. Like I said, with this savings, if we get rid of these guys, we are going to have a lot of extra money to do stuff and to maybe pay a little bit more for a good backup. Because I mean, a good backup he's not cheap. I mean, it's not like they do make some good money being a backup. There's a reason guys last forever. That's why Josh McGowan was a almost 20-year football player. But so the only problem I have with this list, and I've said this before, is Gio, and I love Gio, but the thing is, I was listening to a capology guy, and the Bengals and 2 guys pay more money than 90% of the NFL teams in Mixon and Gio. And with Piron coming out like he did last year, you can always get another running back in the 4th, 5th round. I mean, I don't think the Bengals are actually on board with letting Gio go. From what I've heard, I think they're going to keep him. But even if you let Finney and Bobby Hart go, that's a ton of money right there.
Well, and you said only 2 teams are higher. Is that what you were saying? Are paying more to 2 running backs?
No, they're like 90% of the teams don't pay as much as we do. We're paying a ton of money for two
when it comes
running
to
backs.
Right. Yeah. See, yeah, I gotta kind of agree there, man. To spend that much money for 2 guys, that's great. If those 2 guys were a mainstay operation in your offense, but our running game is one part of it. But man, we've got T. Higgins, we've got Tyler Boyd. We're paying all these other dudes big money and second contracts. It's kind of tough to keep 2 running backs at that price. I didn't know Gio was even that high, to be honest with you.
Yeah, neither I.
Yeah, I had no clue we were paying him, what, $4 million a year?
Yep.
You know, that's a lot for a backup running back, but I want to see him stay if we can fix our problems on the O-line and maybe throw something in as a little sugar coating on the defensive line. I'd say keep him, but at the end of the day, man, that's a lot of money to be paying a backup running back. And I'm sorry to call you that, Gio. Now you're watching.
Oh, of course he is. All the Bengals watch my show.
Daggone right.
All right, Josh says, I'm okay with Brandon Allen as a backup, but I would like someone to come in to make Finley earn his roster spot or hit the door.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I don't
Keithy on
want
here.
somebody to earn their roster and make Finley earn his roster spot. I don't want Finley to earn his roster spot. I just want him to hit the door. I'm sorry,
There you
guys, but that experiment is over with. It's
Don't
over.
let the door hit you with a good Lord split you. All right, Keith. Brandon Allen is too thin and fragile. He did show toughness playing hurt, but he gets hurt easier than most. Yeah, we all agree that I think we need to get a better backup quarterback. And I defended the Bengals on getting a backup quarterback last year because my point was if Joe freaking Burrow got injured like he did, the season was over anyway. So I didn't see the point of spending the money on a good backup quarterback. Now this year, if they do what I think they're going to do with the offensive line and hopefully getting an edge rusher and stuff and having a shot of being in the playoffs, then yes, you need a good back just in case something happens, which God forbid, hopefully it won't, but you're going to need that guy to come in if Burrow can't answer the bell one time. So it's a different, to me, the difference is the team itself and the opportunity that they have in front of them to hopefully making the playoffs this year. But it all comes down, for me, to free agency and what they do in that. With if they go out and get a guy like Darrell Williams as a tackle and get Thuney as a guard, that would be great. You do that, then I have a question. This will me and Jeremy are talking in the pre-show fist fight. I'll ask you, Tommy. All right, just say they get somebody like Darrell Williams and they get somebody like Thuney. That's your tackle and your guard. So you're set at those two positions. And Chase is sitting there and Sewell is sitting there. And they're both there. Which one are you taking?
Damn, you going to put me on the spot like that.
Right on,
baby.
Right on it.
Honestly, I think I'm still going to go with Sewell.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with Sewell because I'm really all about that depth. And, we've all seen what happens with a crappy offensive line.
Right.
And I just want the offensive line. I really think that what helps me come to that decision is this wide receiver class in the draft is deep.
Right.
I mean, Ace is head and shoulders above everybody else, but you can still get a good solid wide receiver in the 5th or 6th round.
Yeah, that's the thing is if you do what you're saying is you take Sewell, you can move Jonah to guard. Now, the thing is, the Bengals have come out and said that they're not going to move him to guard. But this is, February, March. Things can change by September. You never know what they're going to do. Now, if it's me and they do fix the offensive line and with Thuney and Darrell Williams or Trent Williams or whoever to get a tackle and Chase is there, I'm taking Chase just because I think they're both considered generational talents. But the Bengals' history here lately with tackles and offensive linemen just scares me too much. Jamar Chase and Burrow already have a connection. And if you can have Chase, Boyd, Higgins, Uzama, Sample, all those guys, I would take that because I think it's going to change the offense for the Bengals, make it that much more, give Joe Burrow even more weapons. Because the thing is, Joe does need weapons. We have a lot, but he can always use more. And if you get that offensive line fixed where he's not going to get hit, then go for it. But I do understand what you're saying. Because if you do draft Sewell and you kick Jonah the guard, you're going from one of the worst NFL lines to probably the best in the NFL.
Yeah, I agree completely too. And especially if Sewell turns out to be who we think he is.
Right.
Which we don't know that about Chase, but we do know that we watched it with our own eyes, or I did down here in the SEC territory. Well, Tommy, you kind of near the South, kind of. But anyway.
He's in Big 12 country. What are you talking about?
He's close enough.
West Virginia Mountaineers. They in Big 12.
He's
which
still
not
good.
really. But,
but I just saw that with Burrow every game with him and Chase. And, it makes you want to jump right out of your chair and say, definitely, if he's there, we're going to take him. Now, like you said, are we going to take Darrell Williams, Trent Williams, whatever, take care of our tackle, have Jonah on the other side, and then still have Spain, Suafilo, and then Thuney, whoever else we may take, whatever. Man, it's hard to not want to jump out and say, yep, okay, this is Burrow's guy. This is our next AJ Green.
Mm-hmm.
If Burrow didn't play with him, I don't know if we would all be saying the same thing. Or I don't know. I guess it's us.
Yeah, I guarantee you I wouldn't be saying the same thing. I know I would. The biggest reason I want Chase, one, I think he's a badass.
I do
and
too.
Two, because him and Burrow got that connection. But the thing is, though, I hope the Bengals have to make this decision. Because I'm not going to be mad either way, to be honest. If Sewell's there or Chase is there and they take one or the other, then I'm good. I'm not going to be, oh my goodness, they took Sewell. They should have taken Chase. Dude, either way, you're protecting Joe Burrow or you're giving Joe Burrow more weapons. Either way, it's good for him and it's good for the Bengals. So that's kind of where I'm at. I take Chase, but I'm not going to, shout to the roof if they take Sewell.
Well,
yeah, good.
I can get on board with it. Another reason I can get on board with Chase is even though with Sewell, the talent drops just like it does with Chase. But there's some deep tackles, in the second and third round. You can still get a solid tackle in the second or third round.
Yeah, exactly. I like Leatherwood, to be honest, out of Alabama. I don't think he's that bad, to be honest. I think the more talking he might be a guard, but he looked pretty good at tackle in the championship game.
Yeah, another one that I really like that seems to, I don't know if he's just dropping because of performance or if everybody was just coming up. Another one that had a lot of hype going into the season was Dylan Reduns from North Dakota State. I know he's a small, and I see you just put on here where Jamie's awesome in Who Dey Nation. She comes
What's up, Jamie?
Samuel Cosme.
What up?
He's another good one. Guy from Texas. That's another good pick that can be right there in the second or third round.
Exactly.
Well,
now,
more likely second.
Another thing me and Jamie were talking about before the show started is there's a center that got released. That could be an interesting possibility the Bengals could go out and get. And if you get him and, to start the season, then what's the name of the guy, Jeremy? Do you remember? I don't have it written down. I kind of sprung this on him, but he just got released today. He's a pretty good center.
Yeah. Center from the Texans, Nick Barton. I'm sure you've heard of him. I'm sure, Tommy. 27 years old. The guy spent his career there. He's been a solid center. He had a bad year this year, but the whole team had a bad year.
So my question is, what if we say we pick him up? Say we pick him up, and Trey is they're saying Trey might be ready now for beginning of the year. I don't know, but just forget it. You pick him up, and what if you put Trey back at guard, and then you also have Tooney, and you got Tooney. What's his name again? Sorry, I forgot. Center from the Texans, Nick Gaither.
Oh yeah, Nick Martin.
So you got Tooney, Martin, and Hopkins in your front, and then you got say you could sign Morton or somebody at tackle and Jonah at the other tackle. I'm good with that. I think. I don't know. There's lots of options they could do. Is what I'm saying.
I know, and that's what we were saying before the show, Tommy. There's going to be more and more players. There's a lot of teams around that salary cap bubble, okay? They're going to be throwing players out there like crazy. So the Bengals just need to be smart, not fall in love with any anything special, crazy money, and just build the pieces of the team that we need. And even if you look at Nick Martin, he'll be a bargain type of guy, because he had a bad year. But even if you put Hopkins still at center, this kid can play guard or center. So even as a backup, I mean, would you take him? I don't know if you know much about Nick Martin. I've only watched him a few games, to be honest. But over Bobby Hart, I think the 4 games I've seen of Nick Martin, I'd take him over Bobby Hart. I really would, as a backup. Even I don't know how you feel.
I would take him in a heartbeat. I really would. It's like you said, a lot of centers can also play that interior lineman position at guard, and that's just a win-win for the Bengals. If you've got 2 healthy centers, then you got an extra guard that can come in, or you can rest your center some, and you got another center that can come in. It goes back to that building depth, and I like it. I would take him in a heartbeat. That would be a good pickup. Very good pickup.
I mean, to me, it goes to what I've said a lot on here, and I say stack talent. And to me, that's stacking talent. That's the stuff that I think the Bengals need to do, is stack as much talent as you can, and and let them fight it out. Create competition is not a bad thing on the team. So if you create a competition between Bobby Hart and Billy Price and Gaither, I keep saying his name wrong. That's not it. Nick, I'll just go with Nick. That's a good thing. I got too many things going on in here, and I start talking and I forget people's names, so I apologize. But you guys know who I'm talking about. The stacking of the talent and the creative competition is good. That's what you want. The better teams have competition at almost every position. The Bengals had that, in 2015, 2014. We were stacked. We had backups that were good enough to go start for other temes. And that's where you have to try to get back to.
That's dead on. And that's why I'm not thrilled with Billy Price even thinking about him as a starter for 3 or 4 games, especially if we get Burrow back healthy. That's a mind problem. I'll just say that, a mind problem. But if you're Burrow back there, you want the guy in front of you. You want him to know that he's going to have to put it on. I mean, Billy Price just ain't that guy. He's not that guy. He's not there. I'd rather have Nick Martin in a heartbeat. I'd rather see Billy Price go down the road. We've tried him at guard. We've tried him at center. We've tried him at backup. And he's just, other than 3 games? Are we talking about 3 games, maybe? How many good games has Price played?
Tennessee game's the one that comes to mind, but other than that.
Okay. He's got one. You got one, Tommy? Yeah. I mean, so.
I have one.
Don't see where we can go wrong.
Now, the thing is, too.
I totally agree with.
Go ahead,
Tommy.
Oh, I was just like, I totally agree with Price. I almost like what I said with Finley earlier. The experiment with Billy Price is over. He just needs to go. The Bengals just need to part ways, move on, and start. What's that saying? Back to the drawing board. That's what they need to do, because
exactly.
I just don't see being able to handle a defensive line at the NFL level.
Yeah,
Jennifer says she wants me to show my video. I don't know which video you're talking about, Jen. Yeah,
she wants you to show your boobs.
I don't think that's it. I'm not sure which video you're talking about. If it's a Ken Riley video, I'm not showing that yet. If that's the one you're talking about, we're holding that one off. But I'm not sure which video. Unless you mean the Bobby Hart one. Is that Crown was talking about?
I was about to bring up Bobby Hart when
I can share that one. That's what everybody's talking about. Hang on a second here.
Yeah, there you go.
I gotta go there and find it. But this is my ode to Bobby Hart.
Yeah, this is why he needs to be gone.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Hang on a second here. I gotta go down to this part down here where it says videos. Wait, do I not have it on here? Maybe I lost it.
You should. Oh, it was beautiful.
I know.
To watch his swan-like ability was just
was great.
And that's why I talk about Price. We've gave Price 34 years now. We gave Bobby Hart another year for crying out loud. And then look at this video.
Here, I got it. Here it is. Sorry. There you go.
They just had on the sideline, and they turned it, but they just had on the sideline, and they turned it, but they just had on the sideline, and they.
Hello, how you doing, my name? Welcome to my quarterback. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, just whoop. There you go. There was nobody else out there. If we were running a screen pass, I told Jeff this last time he showed it. I could understand. He's looking for a blocker. Okay? That wasn't a screen
what he's
pass.
Doing.
I got no damn clue.
He looks like a maitre d'. Hello, my name's Bobby. Oh, you're trying to find the quarterback? Here you go, sir. Right this way. I hope you enjoy yourself. I mean, I don't know what he was doing.
I mean, would you like seconds? Because I'm giving out fifths. I mean, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Burrow.
Yeah, that's the one he didn't get hurt on.
Exactly. Yeah, and then the game I guaranteed we were going to win is the game he did get hurt on.
That's right, you did. That's another reason it's your fault, Jeremy. You
It's
guaranteed to
on Google.
win. It's all your fault.
Jeff, it is on Google. You don't understand how I cannot. The only thing that puts myself and this show together is about my guarantee of a win in Washington and Joe Burrow going down. I have to live with this every day, guys. All right. It's not easy. It's not easy being me. It's not easy being an idiot. All right.
Just Who Dey Nation, just to let you know. Joe Burrow got hurt. It's all Jeremy's fault right there. All his fault. He guaranteed a win, and he talked about Joe Burrow getting hurt way too many times. It's his fault.
I did. The whole season. I did. And
oh my goodness. Yeah, Josh has got a good thing. How does a guy get paid millions of dollars to do that? Josh, I have no idea. That's a very good question.
I mean, I guess we could ask that about a lot of our employers, but at the end of the day, that is horrible. It is miserable, and it should not be on an NFL field.
Jennifer said, Here, let me open the door for you. Doorman Bobby Hart at your service.
Doorman.
Tips appreciated.
And he even had his gloves on, I think, his white gloves.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh my God. Hey, guys, I'm going to.
And they turned it, but they just had on the sideline. And they turned it, but they just had on the sideline. And they.
Sorry, Tommy, I had to play it again. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying, I've got to run. I really appreciate being on here with you guys, and y'all have a good one. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, brother. Who Dey? Appreciate you as always, dude.
Cool deal.
But they just had on the sideline, and they turned it, but they just had on the sideline, and they turned it, but they just had on the sideline, and they.
He's still reaching. He's still looking.
Was I supposed to block that guy? Hold on.
Yeah.
Come back.
Looked like treading water in a pool. You know what?
Yeah. Hopefully Bobby Hart isn't watching this because he's bigger than both of those, and he'd come kick our ass.
He really could. And he'll never join the show. I can promise you that. He would never join. We'd love to have him, though.
I'd love to have a Bengal. But speaking of that, and we teased it a little bit on Who Dey Nation and on Sports Strawberry Ice, that this Thursday, the son of the soon-to-be, should-be Hall of Fame cornerback Bengals great Ken Riley, his son Ken Riley Jr. will be joining us on Thursday. I greatly appreciate that. I'm very excited about it. We got some cool videos for him. We got some cool graphics. It's going to be a lot of fun. So all my Bengals Nation, Who Dey Nation out there, my Bengal fans, go out there. Tell everybody, Ken Riley Jr. is going to be on there. And we are trying to get his dad to the Hall of Fame. Now, I shared this on Who Dey Nation this week, which I meant to copy it and put it on here, but I didn't, or actually last week. But there's a petition that you can sign to get Ken Riley, to get the Kens, Ken Riley and Ken Anderson into the Hall of Fame because it's an absolute disgrace and neither one of them are in there. So it's on Who Dey Nation. It's also on my Sports Strawberry Ice page. So you guys can go there, sign a petition, and let's try to get these guys into the Hall of Fame.
Exactly, man. That's a freaking blast. And you know what? If that can't get people excited, I don't know what can, especially this time of the year when there ain't nothing going on other than a little, not even free agency. I mean, we're
not yet, but I can't wait for it. We talked about it enough.
Yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day, man, we're what's up? What happened? What happened with your Bearcats? I'm going to tell you a little bit about what happened with my Buckeyes.
Well, the Bearcats, I mean, to be honest, I'm pretty damn proud of them, to be honest. It was mostly freshmen and sophomores, and they stood their ground and played their asses off and damn near won the thing. I mean, if Memphis wasn't good at shooting free throws, we could have pulled that thing out toward the end. Now, I mean, I wish they could have made it a little closer, with more time left. That would have been great. But like me and Melvin Levitt were saying on Friday's show, all the Bearcat fans who are hating on the Bearcats, hating on John Brandon, go watch the effort that they've done the last couple games, and you tell me that team doesn't believe in their coach in John Brandon. You tell me that. You tell me he's a bad coach with what, 7 players maybe? I mean, he's got maybe 10 players. I mean, I don't even know honestly how many people are on the team right now because they had so many people leave for COVID reasons. And to give that effort and to have only lost 2 games since they came back from the COVID break, y'all need to get out of here and just give them a break. But I was very, very happy with the fight that they gave. And the thing is, like I said, they're all freshmen and sophomores. This is going to help them. Wait till they get to be juniors and seniors. And we add talent. Brandon's going to add talent. You got to figure out what's going on with the transfer portals and all that stuff because it's all up in the air right now with COVID and everything else going on. Once they figure that out, I think he's going to get some good recruits in here, and we're going to be back on track very, very shortly. But what happened to your Buckeyes, brother?
Dude, it's nice to hear how excited you are. No, I'm excited. Like, it is what it is, man. First off, we've lost 3 games in a row. You can't do that. We lost to Iowa 73-57. Number 5 Iowa. We were number 7 at the time. We were number 4. But when you lose 3 games in a row, your butt gets shot back quick in the NCAA. Okay? We lose to that up there, that team up there.
Michigan?
92-87. Don't you dare.
I said Michigan.
Then we lose to Michigan State. Okay, who's not even ranked. 71-67. Another close game. And then, of course, as everybody knows, we played Iowa. We got our pants beat off 73-57.
You get your doors blown off, yeah.
This is how bad it was, to be honest with you, for the Buckeyes. And I brought this up. We have got to stop with the turnovers. The Buckeyes had 13 turnovers in this game. Can't happen. Iowa had 5. That causes blowouts.
You guys have a hard time with big guys. That's your Achilles, I think.
We don't have one. We really don't.
Right.
We don't have a true big.
Right.
But our three-point shooting is what normally gets us out of most tough areas. But these last 3 games, I mean, we're looking at, even against Iowa, we were 29% from the 3-point line. 29%. They were almost 42%. Woo. I mean, you can't stop. You've got to get out there on defense. You can't turn the ball over. I love my Buckeyes, but man, this was a terrible, terrible loss. And now we move on, and we're going to be playing number 4, Illinois, on Saturday at 3 o'clock. If anybody's interested, you can go watch it on, I believe, ESPN or Big Ten Network. Actually, I don't know. I should have wrote that down.
Just wait a second.
Went over a big whole riff here on the Buckeyes, and I don't know what channel they're on. So
It's just a tease. They have to wait and see.
Yeah,
All right, John Wayne. What's up, John? I think you're new to the show. Love the name, by the way.
Boy.
He said the Buckeyes started reading their headlines. A number 1 seed. All that beep. Too many 6'7" players. Taller teams kill us. That's what I'm saying. I mean, the dude from Michigan, that dude crushed you guys. And then guy with the sideburns. I wish I could remember his freaking name for Iowa.
Sideburns.
Not sideburns, the eyebrows. The eyebrows. He got the big old eyebrows. He might be college player of the year. But those guys are killing you guys. Now I know the 3-pointers, they killed you on that too, but you gotta I don't know what you do about it.
That's how we balance it out is with 3-point shooting.
But let's say if you're not hitting those, you're in trouble. You're in trouble.
We are. And turnovers are the biggest issue. I don't care if there's a 7'1" guy and the biggest dude we've got is 6'9", whatever. You know what? If you don't turn the ball over, you make your free throws and you shoot better than 20% from the 3-point line, you're going to be all right. But if you play like they did the other night, my gosh.
Garza's the guy with the eyebrows. That's right. That's
Garza.
Carl has a message for you, Jeremy. He says, Jeremy D, you need to come cheer for WVU instead of the Ohio State.
Oh, that guy should be writing jokes on the show. Can we get his number?
All right, Gamer says 2 games I watched. Big man and missing so many 3-point shots. That's pretty much
yes.
And the thing is, they can't fix the big man. They don't have it.
No.
So they got to hit the shots. If they're not hitting the shots, you're dude. I went a while ago. I'm sitting there thinking Ohio State's got a shot at going to the Final Four.
Oh,
I mean, it could change. It could change in a heartbeat, and they could get back to the way they were. But they got to start hitting shots.
Yeah, you never know in college basketball, but I can still see us getting close to it, maybe to it. But we've got to hit shots, and we cannot turn over the damn ball 13 freaking times a game. You know, it's always 10, 12, 13. You look at that is a losing scenario, my friends, and it's got to be stopped. And they've got to know it by now. I'm sure they're working on it as we speak, but man, it's horrible.
I know I got some Xavier fans out there because I know Josh is Xavier fan, and they are firmly on the bubble as far as making the NCAA tournament. But they had a big win this weekend, so it's weird. I think Jerry Palms had them first 4 out. Joe Lunardi had him at like a 4 seed, and then somebody else had him at like an 11 seed. I'm like, okay, that's like completely different ends of the spectrum. So, I mean, it's going to be a really weird tournament. And like I said before, my favorite time of the year, I love the NCAA tournament. I love championship week where all the conference tournaments are, and then you roll right into the NCAA tournament. I take the whole week off work for the first week of the NCAA tournament. So I am extremely excited about it, but it's going to be really weird because I don't think Kentucky's getting in. I know my Bearcats ain't getting in. I don't know if North Carolina, Duke, I don't know if these teams are going to get in. I mean, now the thing is, some of these teams, in my opinion, might get in because of name recognition, like Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky. If they were close, I think they might get in. But I don't even think Kentucky is really even considered to be getting in there. So it's going to be a really different tournament. I mean, it's all going to be in one state. It's all in Indiana. So it's going to be different because of that. But it's just going to be different because of the teams that you're used to being in there are not going to be in there. I mean, there might be bigger name schools in the NIT, if they're doing the NIT, which I don't even know if they are or not, but bigger name schools in the NIT tournament than there are in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah. That's exactly the way it would be if this was a non-COVID year. And I only say that because what you just said, maybe they're not even going to do the extra tournament because of COVID protocol, whatever. But yeah, you would literally have teams in that you think you'd be watching, March Madness, but they're not in there. They're playing for the second title, I guess you could say, or and it's insane. It's kind of crazy. And you know what? I'm just glad we won early. We beat ranked teams, and now we got one more ranked team to go. If we could take care of business, Illinois, I'll be happy. And Kip, I know you'll be happy too, my friend.
Kip is one of the admins. Yeah, Kip is one of the admins of the Ohio State Bucknuts. So just so everybody knows who the hell you're talking about, Jeremy. This is a internet show. It goes everywhere.
Kip knew, and he was supposed to.
Yeah, but nobody else did.
When we talked about the Buckeyes, me and Kip we did this. Okay, we blood.
Well, nobody saw you do that.
He never come on. I don't know where you're at, Kip, but you know what? You the man.
He doesn't like you, I think.
The Ohio State Bucknuts, by the way.
Oh, my goodness. All right. I'm going to bring this up now. I'm going to tease this for tomorrow's show because this is something that we talked about. That could be a topic for today, but we never got to it. And I think it's such a good question because it stumped the crap out of Jeremy that I thought of this like last week, and I've been holding on to it. But all right, I'll try to explain it to you guys as clearly as I can because Jeremy kind of got confused with the question a little bit. But okay, starting in the year 2000, the year Paul Brown Stadium was started or opened, not past it from 2000 till 2021 or 2020. Since the Bengals are sound that they're going to do a Ring of Honor. Now, don't answer it today. I want your answers tomorrow. You can think about this. Who are your top 5 players that played for the Bengals from 2000 to 2020? You can only pick 5 of them. Who are you? I'll give you my list, and me and Jeremy give our list tomorrow. I want you guys to think about it because it's kind of interesting if, who you keep, who you kick out. It might be a little something cool to think about we can discuss tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm anxious to hear the names because, there's been so many different players in 21 years that people don't even think about anymore, but that were just killer players for 5 years.
You start talking about guys like Takeo Spikes and Corey Dillon. I'm like, well, I don't know if you really count those guys. I'm counting 2000 because Takeo and Corey only played like 2 years in the stadium. So 2 years out of the stadium, are they going to kick out, somebody else? Which I'm not going to throw names out there. I'm going to let you guys do it. But that's just something for us to discuss tomorrow. I might put it up in as a comment or something or a post in Houday Nation, so you guys can think about it there too. We can discuss it there, and then we can roll it into tomorrow's show. But I think we're going to roll on out of here. It's almost 6:30, so I like to give my shout out to the Facebook groups that let me live stream. I appreciate you guys. You got Houday Nation, Bearcat Ruckus, Ohio State Bucknuts, The Ice Bar. And then you can follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Facebook, which the Facebook page has been blowing up here lately. I love it. I have 578 likes. I have 627 followers. So that is awesome. I appreciate you guys following. So share the page, share the show. Try to get people to the YouTube channel. That's what I'm trying to get all this to. But I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, and me and this idiot do some silly TikToks. I will be pulling the sound off, putting it on the podcast. Like, rate, review. Give me a 5-star review. Check it out pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Apple iTunes, BeanPod, Spotify. YouTube, like I said, we're up to 845 subscribers. That is awesome. Made a big jump this weekend. Went from 841 to 845. I appreciate you guys. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors about Sports with Strawberry Ice. We got some interesting things that we've been discussing today and future plans with the show and different things that we might be doing with a couple of different guys. So I'm just going to tease it as that. So keep your eyes and ears open for new things coming to the channel and new things coming just from Sports with Strawberry Ice. And other than that, Jeremy D, you're ready to roll us on out of here.
Yes, I am. I was just contemplating on what you just said there.
You should.
Shocked. What's going on? Am I out of here? See you guys. I don't know. What? Wrong way. Nope. Okay. There. Okay. Anyway, like Jeff said, guys, you know what? All of his stuff is built around people coming to the channel. So send your friends and family and all your Ohio sports. It don't matter who they are. Send them here.
We'll even take Kentucky fans from time to time.
We even do that. Even Georgia, for crying out loud. We love Georgia. We love Georgia.
Georgia. Georgia dog, baby. Where you at? I didn't see Georgia's dog today. He wasn't here.
Not today. Not today. Not today. But anyway, you guys come check out the ice bar. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's the best way to get with Jeff and myself. If you guys want to, throw up your whatever, give your whatever.
You guys tell us how awesome we are. We're the funniest guys you've ever seen. We got the best podcast around. Stuff like that.
We do like to hear that. We do like to hear that. Yeah, the ice bar. So check out the ice bar. But anyway, Jeff, I guess we're done. So as always, remember one thing and one thing only, and that is you don't live in Cleveland. You live in Cincinnati. So act like it. Keep watching. Go Ohio.
Go Ohio. Who dey? Go Bearcats. Go Buckeyes. Let's go Reds. Score some freaking runs. Hey, they scored yesterday. That was cool. I enjoyed that. Them scoring runs is a good thing. I think they should keep it up. Other than that, that's just sports, baby. See ya!